Hey guys! So the first thing I'm gonna say is I'm sorry for not posting in a while. Again, I promise I'll start making this a regular thing eventually. It's just... bet you can guess why you click on this video. It seems to be a trend on my channel, I just complain about stuff, so why not continue that? So I am going to be complaining about high school. Let's just go through the daily life of a high schooler, and then complain about all the crap that we hate. Hopefully you guys can relate to this too. I'm assuming a lot of you are around my age. The first thing on my list of things to talk about, waking up early. In the morning when I get ready for school, I wake up at around 6:15, 6:30. And I know that there's a lot of people who wake up a lot earlier than that, but I don't know how they do it. Waking up this really sucks because I'm gonna be tired all day, just not gonna want to pay attention in class. And 6:30 is like the latest I can sleep in. So in the morning, I don't shower. I don't eat breakfast. Because if I were to do all of that, I would have to wake up earlier! And I don't want to do that. I just shower the night before, stuff food in my face while I'm at school. It's all good. This is what I get in my school breakfast. It's like not that good. It says it's a muffin, but it's like a little loaf of bread. And it also says it's apple and cinnamon. It doesn't taste like apple or cinnamon. Nutrition is important, kids. What I think sucks even more is that my school is starting even earlier than it did last year. It's like some dude who runs a school just sat there and thought, huh, these kids aren't paying attention in class. They're falling asleep. They're getting bad grades. And then we start at a pretty early time. Some other asshole in the back is just like, I got it. What if we make the school day start even earlier? You're a genius. You wake up, and you go to school. And then when you get to school, you have to deal with one of the most annoying things on the planet known as the entire student body. People are awful. One of my biggest pet peeves in school, when I'm trying to get to my class, then people are just crowding in the hallway. In my school, people are always crowding in the halls, they're always walking on the wrong side of the hallway. Of course, the guy who walked the slowest of the entire school is always standing right in front of you. Apparently, my school is really cracking down this year that if you're late to class, you're gonna get a detention. I can't really say anything about that because I haven't been late once so far this year. So far. Speaking of annoying students, why are freshmen so angry and bitter? I swear to God, anybody ranging from 8th grade to sophomore year is just angry all the time. And I was the same way too. Why? I don't really pay attention in class. I'm usually just like doodling in my sketchbook or whatever. And then one thing that I've heard before is, whatever you're doing in that sketchbook really more important than your education? Yes! I genuinely don't give a crap what you're saying. All you ever teach is boring subjects, and I don't want to be here anyway. So of course I'm going to take more interest in my art than your dumb mouth. Sorry to every teacher I've had that's like really cool. That was like super generalized. I promise I'm not like that with teachers. Luckily a lot of my teachers just don't care. However, there is one word that your teacher can say that will snap your attention to whatever the hell they're talking about. Alright class, it's about time we get started on that next project. I hate school projects. And if there is anything that is going to happen in the making of this project, it's that you are going to procrastinate, even though the teacher tells you, don't procrastinate. And your class ends, and then you go to lunch, and then they give you that slop on a plate. Kinda looks like roadkill and smells like depression, you know what I mean? Something that I've just never really understood about school lunches is that they give you free milk, but you have to pay for a bottle of water. And then one thing that, like, most people complain about is the freaking dress code. I wear a lot of jeans, t-shirts, and sweaters, and so I don't really have any personal negativity revolved around this. But it's totally understandable why it makes some people upset. Now, it's no secret that school dress codes tend to be pretty sexist, as it tends to target the female students more. One thing that I don't think schools quite understand is that a lot of the stuff that they deem to be inappropriate for school, a lot of the times that's the only clothes the store sells. Like, my school has this rule, and I'm pretty sure it's the same for a lot of schools. Like, for shorts, you have to stand up and stick your hands to the side, and then if your fingers can touch your skin, then they're considered too short. But I challenge you to go shopping for women's stores and find a single pair of shorts that meets that requirement. Because a lot of the time, you're not gonna find any shirts in, like, the chest area. And I'm pretty sure the rule for this one is like the top of your armpit. It can't, like anything past here, basically. A lot of the time, especially for people with larger chests, it's not an easy thing to accomplish. God forbid boobs exist, am I right? What makes it even more ridiculous is that the teachers are the only one who really cares. I have seen so many teachers complain about a student's outfit and saying that it's super inappropriate, but I have yet to see one student complain about the clothing that another student is wearing. Honestly, I can go on and on forever, and that's why dress codes are stupid, but I am not going to. When you get home and you crash on your bed, you think that you can just chill out for a while, right? Wrong! Honey, can you come wash the dishes? Ah! You have chores to do. And if you're like me and have a little sister who's never home and an older brother who never does crap, chores can be really overwhelming. Then also dragging family into the school life a little bit. And then this kind of applies more towards like juniors and seniors of high school. Your family is never gonna shut up about. So what do you want to do when you get older? What do you want to do after high school? You want to go to college? And so for every family member who might be watching this and is wondering, no, I don't know what I want to do when I get older. No, I haven't thought about college. And yes, I know I'm better than my older brother. My brother's a high school dropout. Ayy. Dear every adult ever, please stop asking us about college. We're already having quarter life crisis. We don't need that at the moment. But your day is finally coming to an end. You finally get to go to sleep. Only you don't. Ah! Turns out, you had loads of homework that you forgot about. You have a homework assignment for every single class, and they're all due tomorrow. And of course you didn't write it down when the teacher told you to, because it's not like you were paying attention anyway. Abraham Lincoln! This is math class! I can definitely say from personal experience that high schoolers definitely do not have as much time as people think they do. You are in school all day. You do have chores to do. You have homework to do. If you're part of the club or some other extracurricular activity, that's going to be a lot of time. You need to sleep at some point. You need to eat at some point. Then when you put all those together, you really don't have that much time to yourself. I think I got everything. Did I miss anything? So anyone who might give me sass about this video, I know getting older and getting a job can be worse than this. Just let me complain about things, okay? But there we go, that's a bunch of stuff that annoys the crap out of me with high school. Thanks for watching this video, and I promise the next one's going to be more recent. Just cut me some slack, please. Subscribe if you want to see more, because I'm actually really close to 100 subscribers, which is weird, but awesome. Thanks. Are you gonna come here and say goodbye? Are you gonna come here and say goodbye? No? You don't love me? You don't care about like the 85 people who are subscribed?